I really thought the Red Sox would do it with Alex Bregman. I thought that the combination of Devers, Bregman, they were going to get along great. One guy playing third, one guy DHing, a great sprinkling of rookies, a great desire to not finish in last anymore. Meanwhile, the Red Sox have some Surus. They've got extra Surus. You want some of it? Up there in England, in Boston, they're 10-16 in May. They're 4 games under. They've lost 5 in a row. My main man, Yelich, I would have lost this bet, Coca. Christian Yelich of the Brewers hit a walk-off grand slam 2 days ago. And I read and saw and heard that it was Yelich's first career walk-off home run. I wouldn't have bet my house, but I would have bet yours that that wasn't true. But it just goes to show you. And then the Brewers followed it up by walking him off again the next day, yesterday. And that's not even the worst of what's going on in Boston. Alex Cora, their manager, who was just signed to an extension, people are already calling for his firing, trying to figure out what the Red Sox should be doing because they've been a mess this whole season, and Devers has been like the sun, S-U-N, of that mess. I won't leave third base. All right, fine, I'll DH. I won't play first base. I'll only DH. Craig Breslow has broken his word to me. Meanwhile, the Red Sox now have a problem at first base. They have a problem at third base because Alex Bregman hurt. So you'd think that there would be a solution, and a pretty easy solution, by getting Devers to put a glove back on. Instead, listen to what Alex Cora said yesterday to the media.
Not at third base, no. And we keep talking about the other position, but as of now, it's not happening.
Ongoing conversations?
We always have conversations, yeah.
So there's more conversations about him possibly
Not
first
more.
and third?
Not more. No. Third base, he's not going to play third base.
But I'm sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm not misunderstanding. So there have been conversations about first base with him?
We're still talking about the situation, man. This is where we at. There's a chance Christian's going to play first base this weekend in Atlanta. There's conversations. I don't have to go specifics, but the third base part of it is a no.
You had said about a week ago that Christian was a 2.5 or 3 on the scale of 10. Has he ramped that up, and where is?
He did. He feels we talked a few days ago, and he's like, I feel confident. So there's a chance he'll play 1 in Atlanta.
Cora doesn't look so good there, does he? For those of you not watching on Nothing Personal with David Samson YouTube channel or the DraftKings Network, he was in the dugout giving an interview, which is what managers have to do. And he was asked a pretty simple question about what the story was going to be with Devers. And he made it clear Devers won't play third. And he said there's ongoing conversations. I want to explain what those conversations are like, because it's a little misleading when we would say that to the media or the fans. We don't really have those type of conversations. We go in and talk to the manager, and we say that we're going to be playing Devers at first base, so put him in the lineup at first base. And then the manager would say, are you sure? Let's talk to the player. And we'd say, we're happy to tell the player we're not going to talk to the player. So we bring the player in and say, hey, Mr. Devers, you're in the lineup, and get a glove. You're playing first base. You may be saying, David, that's too harsh. That's why you never won. Well, we did win. You may be saying, David, that's too harsh. What if a player just doesn't feel good about it? You may say to yourself, what happens when a player begs and pleads, I can't play that position? That's a player you don't want on your team. And for Alex Cora to basically tell you on camera or in your ear while you're working right now that, yes, we've had plenty of ongoing conversations. We're always having conversations. That's true. They're happening in the suite during the game. They're happening with the manager before the game and after the game. But decisions are made every single day. Here's what we don't do. Hey, we got a problem. We got Bregman on the DL. We're having a problem at first base. Hey, let's table that. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Let's see what happens in tomorrow's game. That would put the eye in incompetence. You make decisions. You make decisions based on information, based on what you think is right for your team. Then you execute those decisions. If you've got a player who is not cooperating with those decisions, you've got another decision to make. Devers does not have a choice here. This is not about me being owner v player, president v player, or me trying to tell you that I'm not in favor of player empowerment or I despise it. This is me talking to you about how it works with employers and employees. This is me explaining to you. Now, there is a big difference here. The chief of surgery in your local hospital does not go to your orthopedic surgeon and say, excuse me, you've got brain surgery in ER2 in an hour. Nope. It is true that the head of Delta does not go to the flight attendant and say, hi, you'll be the captain today. Get me to Oklahoma City. But when it comes to baseball, there are two lines that we don't cross. We don't have a position player pitch who does not agree to do so. We do not have a pitcher pinch run or pinch hit without knowing well in advance that he will be doing so. But we do position changes every shtick. Every Monday, Thursday, you're looking at whatever we want to do because we put players in the position we think will make them succeed. And instead, what the Red Sox are staring at straight in the face are a bunch of players. Their OPS stinks. As a team, as individual players, they've got a pitcher, basically Garrett Crochet, and then 4 rain delays is what they're hoping for. Crochet has a 2.04 ERA. He's had a great season, a great extension that was done. But he's thrown 32 innings more than any other pitcher for the Red Sox. And you wonder why they're 4 games under? When you look at their position players and say, my God, Trevor Story can't even get a 600 OPS for his $25 million. Side note, Coco, before we go to break, I'm going to keep doing this for 2 years and 7 more months, at least. And I'm going to keep asking the question. When your favorite team signs a free agent and you are in heaven, you are jumping for joy, you are complimenting your owner, you're so proud and happy, you feel so good to wear your team jersey. And then when that player ends up being a dud, where are you? Are you booing Trevor Story? Are you forgetting what it felt like when you signed Trevor Story? It's like the Rockies with Chris Bryant. It's like the Nationals with Patrick Corbin. It's like anybody with any pitcher long-term or anybody with position players that keep getting all this money. Are you upset about Rafaela? You gave him $50 million bucks, and now he's got 3 homers and 20 ribbies with an OPS of 639. Yet you want, hey, sign the young guys. Don't be cheap. Get yourself back from Liverpool. Focus on the team. I don't get it.